Cinema. Welcome back to Horror with Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, and with me is...
Part of the collector. What's going on, everybody?
And before we get started, I just wanted to say sorry for last week's episode. We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
You know?
I had to buy basically a whole new computer because mine just crashed. So there's that.
Yeah, and I don't have one, so...
Yeah.
There's that.
Right. So hopefully I ironed out all the bugs. We won't have that issue anymore. Let's get back on this train. So we missed 2 for the money, and I was going to say, like, you said you wanted to do like a mini review.
Yeah, we could.
Let's just save it for next week and just let's be our episode next week.
Oh yeah, because we have fucking too much to talk about just for one episode of this.
Right.
We're gonna pack this all in because I gotta just like unload it all.
Exactly. So what he's talking about is we're finally doing it. We've been talking about it for months, almost probably like a year now.
I feel like there should be a choir singing behind us, like in the background.
Fucking Snyder Cut Justice League.
Oh my god, dude. All right, you know I'm a fucking fan of this shit to begin with. Like,
right.
I'm a big comic book fan.
Yep.
But I've always, like, DC was what I fell in love with first when I was a kid, because Batman and Superman and all them, they were just larger than life characters.
I was gonna say, like, the only one was Batman, really, from DC that I latched onto. I didn't really care much about the other ones. I was more so Marvel.
I loved Green Lantern and Flash and all that when I was a little. Like, the Justice League was like the first superhero team I remember.
Really?
Yeah, because I had a Cartoon Network and they used to play the old Super Friends episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit. Like,
I was more of like X-Men kind of camp growing up.
Yeah, when I was about 8 or 9 is when I first started seeing Marvel a lot, and then I fell in love with that too. But I'm one of those people that I can take either one. I love both of them.
Right. Yeah. Right now I'm like that. Like when I'm older, it's like I don't give a shit which one it is.
It just kind of depends on the kind of mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Like DC, I feel like tells like darker, more adult themed stories sometimes.
Speaking of, this one's this movie's rated R.
And I'm telling you, man, and Zack Snyder makes a good case to make a rated R anything. Like, if he wanted to make an R-rated cartoon, like, I'm fucking down for it. Because, like, he just does it right. You know what I mean? Like, oh.
Did you sit through the whole thing, like, one fell swoop?
Dude, I gotta tell you, no 4 hours, 2 minutes, and 39 seconds has ever went by so fast in my life, bro. I loved every fucking frame of this thing, dude.
I took a break, like 2 hours in. I was like, I need a break. I went and worked out, did some running.
I almost beat my kids because they made noises. I was like, I've been waiting almost 4 years to watch this fucking movie.
Right.
You're not going to ruin this for me.
So you sound like you like it.
I fucking love it. Like, I'm pissed that I can't own it on Blu-ray.
They're going to release it. It's
they
happen.
got to at this point. Like,
they're making way too much money.
I don't know. Like, I want to touch on like certain things that are just automatically better off than the weed and shit. Like,
right off the bat, this is going to be a spoiler heavy. Like, we're not going to hold any punches.
Because like we've been waiting 3 years and we finally got to see this thing. Like, that's the thing that's so beautiful about this. This is such a win for the fans. Like, how many times has somebody seen a movie and then you hear that the studio had a lot to do with it,
right? And
they fucked it up, and we'll never get a chance to see that vision.
So this is like a bittersweet thing for me, which I think it's great that Zack Snyder finally had reins to do his project. They let him do what he wanted to do. But the only thing is like, I don't know if this is actually he has an unfair advantage. Let me say that. So he wrote the movie, shot it. He had a certain idea what he wanted to do, left the project. Joss Whedon, did what he did with what he had. So Zack Snyder got to see what everyone liked and didn't like, so he could like change things that he wanted to at will to kind of like help improve his movie. So he had like kind of like a leg up. But I do like that he was able to do this, and I'm hoping in the future they will let artists do their thing. It's like, we hired you for this thing. Let us keep our hands out of the pot and let you.
It honestly just seems like Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is the only ones that do this shit.
I mean,
quite frequently.
Disney.
Well, I mean,
they're very like,
even when Disney fucking toys with it, they still make money.
Yeah.
Like DC, I don't know what it is, man, but like whenever it's a DC movie, they are very particular.
I think they just get like scared about the end product because they're comparing it to. That's the thing is like these DC movies, you can't compare them to Marvel because it's not the same. It's not the same thing. Right. Like you said, the DC is a lot darker, a lot more adult based, and that's what a lot of these directors and writers are trying to go for, that like adult themed. But I think the studio execs just want that more like fun, cartoony, toned down. But you know, it is what it is. So I have to say, this cut made this movie miles better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
I'm saying this from a point that I saw the other version, the Joss Whedon version. I saw, I think 2 or 3 times in the theaters, because I don't know, like they still had Zack's name attached to it, and they made it seem like it was his movie they were putting out.
Mm-hmm. It's his like overarching story, but that's about it.
But honestly, dude, like very, very little is from that shit.
Yeah.
Like out of that 2 hours of that other movie, literally the only thing that's somewhat in there is when Superman comes back to life. Like really, that was the most I got out of it. Like even the fight with Steppenwolf, like almost all that shit was out of the other one.
Yeah.
Like they made it so fucking watered down. It was crazy.
Right. They cut so much out of it. I actually, like, after I watched Zack Snyder's cut, I tried to go back and watch the Whedon. I couldn't. It's like hard to watch because you see how like chopped up it is.
Dude, I saw videos on TikTok and online of people taking the Whedon cut they had on Blu-ray and DVD and throwing that bitch in the trash.
Yeah.
Because this one's just that fucking good.
Like, that's got to be a blow to his fucking ego. But apparently he has his own fucking issues, like going through a divorce, like a fake feminist or whatever. So this is just the nail in the coffin, but whatever.
Ray Fisher, let me tell you something. Ray Fisher, like, I can understand why he was so fucking upset. He stole this movie. Mm-hmm. Cyborg was the best fucking part.
Cyborg was the heart of this movie, and you cut all of it out.
Oh my God. Like, I don't even know how they still thought they had a movie out of that. And
exactly.
I even like The Flash. Like, The Flash is barely in it. Like, you watch this and you're like, they really did cut the best fucking parts out. Like, they left a little bit of Jason Momoa, but they knew they didn't have to worry about it because Aquaman was coming already.
Right.
But, and even Wonder Woman, she had a better, everybody was better. It was like so much of good of the character got cut out in the other one.
Yeah, like I said, everything's flushed out better. All the characters are flushed out.
You want to see, like, after you watch this, like, I don't know about you, but me personally, like, I want to see fucking Ben Affleck play Batman again. Like, I'm ready for this Flash movie now.
Right.
Because they say he's supposed to be in it. Like, I want to see that shit. Like, I want to.
I know it's kind of heartbreaking though, because he sets up Zack Snyder sets up so much with this one that we're not going to see any.
He knows what he's fucking doing, bro.
What do you think he's doing,
dude? If this fucking movie does what it keeps doing, man, like it's crashed fucking HBO Max twice. Mm-hmm. That's how many people are trying to watch this fucking movie, and like it's gonna, like once they put it on fucking DVD, this thing's gonna go even more money, and they're gonna sell shirts and fucking, like, Black Suit Superman's already fucking selling out, like, and they ain't even made them, they ain't even molded them yet,
right?
Like, he knows what he's doing. Like, he's set up just enough that they're gonna say, all right, motherfucker, you can do number 2, and we're gonna do it on HBO Max, and it's gonna make that app it's gonna keep that app alive for however long they need.
No, you're 100%. But he said he's not. He's like, after this, he's done. He doesn't want to do anything else. I have to be a little transparent though. Like, I really enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I thought it was a lot better than the 2017. But I have to admit, I still don't love this movie. Like, it's not like my new favorite superhero movie.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think it's very, very good, very well done. It's very Zack Snyder-ish, which I'm a huge fan of his. But, you know, I'm not in love with it.
I'm not gonna lie. This is probably like my second favorite comic book movie now.
Really?
Yeah, like it didn't beat out Endgame, just because like I had a decade invested in those characters. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it was that good. I loved it. Like, it's everything I want a superhero movie to be. Yeah. Like, Deadpool is a great rated R comic book movie because Ryan Reynolds is just so fucking hilarious, and they mix in the action with it. But this was just like, I don't know, man. It just takes the kid gloves off your favorite characters, because like in a realistic world, Superman kills people. Like, Batman has to kill people. Like, it's just part of it. Like, sometimes you got to put a dog down. And like, I think Zack Snyder makes a great way of telling it. Like, it's a very dramatic, but it's very, I don't know, man. I just loved it.
So let's go through and talk about some of your like favorite changes in this movie.
First of all, when they're bringing Superman back to life, this was the fucking coolest shit. When Cyborg taps into the fucking Kryptonian ship and he has that fucking vision of Darkseid taking over.
Yeah.
And that shit says, the future is happening now. And it fucking, and he sees fucking Darkseid break Kilowog's fucking neck with one hand, and he's using fucking Omega beams to take out people. I was losing my shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Kills
like,
Aquaman.
Kills him, dude. It was just crazy. Like, so much crazy shit.
Yeah.
Probably my biggest beef, though, is like, wow, that was awesome. We got a Martian Manhunter cameo, but like, where the fuck were you at? We could have used you, bitch. Like, you're pretending to be Lois Lane, or you're pretending to be fucking Martha Kent to like calm Lois Lane, but like, you're not.
I'm gonna play ignorant right now. Who is this character? Because I'm not familiar in the comic book world. So
Martian Manhunter is kind of like the DC Vision. But he's not an android. He's a Martian from Mars.
Right.
He's the last surviving member, like, of the race of Mars.
Okay.
Like, Darkseid killed them all off. And he's the last one. And he's hiding on Earth, you know, until the Justice League. And then he, you know, makes himself known and joins the team.
Right. Because at the end of the movie, like, we already said spoilers, but he says he wants to be a part of the team.
Right. I know what you did, Bruce. And, you know, keep it up. We're going to need you. Let me just say, the way they handled Darkseid in this fucking movie, like if we if we did get in a second movie for it, fuck.
Yeah.
That Darkseid looks so badass.
The fact that they cut him out is ridiculous.
Dude, like I don't understand how anybody in that room, in that executive room was like, you know what? Yeah, cut off you know what? We don't even need Darkseid for this one.
Steppenwolf's got this.
This shitty CGI Steppenwolf we got is perfect. People are going to love this.
So I thought Steppenwolf, like, I didn't think he looked great. And then I saw this one, and I did a side-by-side comparison of Whedon's Steppenwolf and Zack Snyder's Steppenwolf. Fuck me. He looks so badass.
And dude, they really cut a lot of his dialogue out.
Oh, 100%. He's a much better villain.
Oh my God. He's so much better. And like, you care about, like, you want to see him get fucked up. Like, and the whole story with the Unity got flushed out so much better. And with the anti-life equation, like I said, man, Zack Snyder, if they would have just let him do what he was supposed to.
Yep.
Justice League 1 and 2 would have been so much fucking better. He would have saved the whole thing.
Yeah, they would have saved so much money if they would have just like, but
and it would have made so much too.
But the thing is like his daughter passed away, so he stepped away from the project. So it's kind of like I get that.
But I said this when it happened. I was like, you need to just let it go. Like, you know, at that point, nobody was like clamoring for that movie. Like everybody was still pissed off about Batman vs Superman.
Right. Speaking of, I want to go back and watch his like cut of that because you keep saying it's better.
It's 3.5 hours.
Yeah. He's fucking.
He needs 3 hours to tell you the story, but I'm telling you, if you give him the time, like he'll paint you a beautiful masterpiece, dude.
Right. So I want to go back and watch that one.
I was this close to buying Sucker Punch again on fucking extended Blu-ray today. I was this close. I was like, you know what? You fucking gave it to Greg. Like, just deal with it. Like, you're fine. You're fine. Because
you just want to keep your Zack Snyder collection,
dude. It's just so crazy. But like, I mean, if it's there, I'll get it next week. But
you don't even like it.
I know.
We need to revisit it because after like all this, I need you to like go back and see what like
it's got me on like such a Zack Snyder kick right now. Like, and that was another thing I was gonna say. I had to say is the Themysciran, the Amazon women. There was such a 300 vibe with them, and I was fucking digging it. Like they were so badass. They cut so much of them out of the original.
Right, and I loved what they did with when Steppenwolf came and got the box and she escapes and the whole fucking Coliseum just like tumbles down the side of the mountain. I loved that so much more.
And dude, the flashback for when Darkseid tries to take over Earth. That whole story.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Dude, he comes out, he's not even Darkseid yet. He ain't got the Omega, you know?
Right.
And you see the old gods, fucking Zeus with the lightning, and then you get the old, like the Green Lantern. I don't even know who that is. Like,
right.
Just so cool. And then him trying to catch the ring, but getting hit. in the head with an axe or some shit, and then you get to see Ares.
Ares.
Dude, and they used the same dude's face. Like, I know it wasn't him, but like it was the same dude's face from Wonder Woman. Like, so much cool shit in that movie. Like, that's another reason I want to watch it. Like, I just haven't had 4 hours to dedicate to going back to watch. But like, there's so many things I want to pause and slow down and dissect.
Yeah,
especially in those visions and throwbacks.
Speaking of slow down, there is one gripe that I have with this movie, and people have talked about it with Zack Snyder before, and I think they were being dramatic, but in this movie, I felt it. Like, I wish he would tone down the slow-mo. Like, he overused the slow-mo in this movie. I'm like, all right, this would probably be a 3.5-hour movie if you would stop using so much slow-mo. Because there were a couple of points that I'm like, you don't really need that to be slow motion. Like, I understand slow motion is good for like building tension, showing emotion and stuff like that, but he does it in like almost every shot.
Dude, when they're going through Superman's ship, and even though he's fucking dead, the ship still knew that it was him, and all of his suits and shit are coming out. Like, that was so cool. And there's another part I want to stop. Somebody please let me know if they know what it was, but there is a fucking body.
Yeah, a dead body in
that thing, and I don't know if it's Zod or if it's supposed to be like, maybe it's a Bizarro clone, because it did look a lot like Henry Cavill, ish. And like, it wasn't his body because they were pushing his body. So like, did the ship make up a copy of Superman when they made Doomsday? Like, there's so many things that could have been. Like, I just need to look and see if I can get a bigger, clear picture on the face.
It was hard to tell, yeah, because I was trying to figure that out. I'm like, who is that? Is that like a nobody or?
That's what I'm saying. But he had hair, and Zod had very like short hair.
Yeah, I don't think it's Zod. I think.
But who was it?
I don't know.
And when he comes and when he finally decides to fight, and you hear the mixture of fucking Kevin Costner and Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah,
that was so fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
I fucking teared up. Like, it was great. And then like the guy that played Silas Stone, the guy that played Cyborg's dad,
right,
phenomenal fucking job. And
they gave so much more weight to Cyborg too with that whole
really
storyline. Like I said, he's the heart of this fucking movie, and the fact that you felt like you could cut that out or change it, like, I don't know.
And like, when he was explaining his powers to him, even though he hated him, he still listened to him because he was like the best scientist and like saved his life. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like thought he was a shitty dad, but like, it really just like, he was just really busy, like,
yeah, exactly,
trying to save the world, you know.
Yeah, because in the 2017 Justice League, Cyborg was kind of like a backseat character.
Really was. It's like they focused all on the three main: Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman.
Right, and if you go through, like, it's something that I noticed in the 2017 is like Cyborg's suit gets like worse looking as the movie goes on. Like, they like gave up halfway trying to like digitalize it. And I don't know, it was just kind of a running joke with myself. Like, let's see how much worse it looks in the next scene.
I thought they just Zack. It was really like, I was wondering, because I was like 4 hours. I was like, he says I didn't use barely any footage from the 2017 version. I'm thinking, how much could you have shot, bro? Like, how much of this for? Like, how much did you really mean? And like I said, bro, it was probably 30 minutes of footage.
Well,
that I saw in the old one.
Right, and he was saying in an interview that it was originally shot for like 4 hours. Like, that's what he intended to shoot for. Right. But the studio wanted him to like cram it down to 2 hours. He's like, you literally can't. Like, it's not gonna work. And yeah, he says it actually was supposed to be a lot longer, but he actually did trim some down.
That's crazy.
Right? You could have just made this into like a mini series.
He I mean, he did. Like,
I mean, even more
chapters,
so
but
a
like,
mini series.
He could have. He almost, like, if you would have gave him another hour, he could have made 2 movies.
Yeah, definitely.
He could have just released it as Snyder Cut Part 1 and 2.
That's what I was thinking, but the first part is so much setup that it doesn't have a payoff.
Oh, you would need another 4 hours.
Yeah,
like, that's what I'm saying. But like, if you did do it as a miniseries, like Part 2, that shit would boost fucking people up so through the roof. Yeah. I would feel like, because for the people that wanted this, for the people that fought for this movie to get it fucking done, it's gonna do numbers. Like,
and the fact that it's good too, like, really, really helps. Like, if it came out and it was just as bad as the 2017 or not that much better, then nobody would care.
I saw one review that it said it's a longer Justice League, it's a better looking Justice League, but it's not a better Justice League. And I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, how can you not say that movie is not fucking better?
It's so much better. But it's, like I said, I'm not in love with it. It's not my like new favorite superhero movie, but it feels better. It feels good.
With that part where fucking Cyborg's flying in between those buildings and he uses his lasers out of his fucking hands and saws the buildings out and they just crush all those parademons. I was like, that's fucking dope. Where was that at in the fucking original?
Right.
Like,
and it looks better. Like, it's darker and grittier. But I thought the 2017 was so ugly. Like, Joss Whedon was trying to cram in so much color that it just made it ugly.
The fight in the water tunnel in between Gotham and Metropolis, where they're, you know, where he's hiding out at first before he goes to Chernobyl,
right?
That they don't call Chernobyl. But that fight was so much fucking better. Like, you see Batman taking hits and they explain the battle armor. Like in the first movie, he's taking alien technology to his arms and they're not explaining shit. I'm thinking like his arms should be dissolving right now. But like in this one, he's like, we borrowed this from the Kryptonian ship, and Alfred just fucking. By the way, fucking great use of Jeremy Irons.
They added a lot more scenes in him.
Fucking Alfred actually had something to do in this fucking movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and he had some like some Alfred things to say.
Yeah, some witty banter with some of the other heroes, not just Batman. Like,
right, and he's questioning Batman and his morals and everything, if this is the right thing to do, because he was talking about the box. Like, if you keep playing with this technology, we don't know what's going to happen. It could fucking ruin everything.
And it's just like so much good foreshadowing. And let me tell you, like, I can't dance around it anymore. I just want to talk about it. The fucking nightmare sequence at the end, bro, with Jared Leto. Holy balls. If we would have got that, if we got that in a fucking full movie, it's Oscar season, baby.
You think?
Dude, Jared Leto and Ben Affleck, they got chemistry. They had fucking 2 minutes of screen time, and I felt that tension. Like, he wanted to fuck him up. Like,
yeah.
When I kill you, and don't get me wrong, I will fucking kill you. When I held Harley Quinn in my arms, she asked me, make it slow. I was just like, oh, wait.
I have to be completely honest. His Joker didn't do it for me. I wasn't feeling it. I don't know why. It just kind of like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I guess I need to see it more like fleshed out. But that little scene that he had, I was like, that was kind of cheesy.
A bird to do a man's job. I thought it was good.
Yeah. I mean, personal preference.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You almost had me. I thought it was great, man.
Yeah.
And you could tell that he knocked all his fucking teeth out. Like, he didn't even have the golds anymore. Like, for the people that said Juggalo Joker in Suicide Squad, at least Jared Leto, I felt like he showed you he can act too.
Yeah. Oh, I think Jared Leto's a great actor. I don't know. But yeah, like you said, it makes me want to see Ben Affleck Batman, and we got to keep this Ben Affleck train going. I was thinking that whenever I was watching this, I was like, we're doing another fucking Ben Affleck movie.
Damn it, I'm a fan.
We cannot get away from this man.
Batfleck for life, baby.
Right.
What else was great? Oh, the scene with Wonder Woman stopping the bomb.
Oh, the extended part of it? Oh my
Dude,
God, so much better.
So much better. And she's fucking with the bracelets and shit.
And that's what I was saying. I went back and tried to watch the 2017, and that's like right at the beginning of the movie. They cut so much out. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I felt like I just got sucker punched. Like, it went by so quickly. I didn't even get a chance to like digest what happened.
Dude, the first 2 hours of it are just setting up what they cut out in the original.
Right. Another great scene is whenever Steppenwolf goes to the Atlantean city to confront them about the box, and that woman, I forgot her name. I'm really bad with names, but she starts sucking blood out of his fucking face. So badass. I was like, that is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That was that's Amber Heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not gonna be in Aquaman 2.
That's a shame, because I want her to suck blood out of everyone's faces. That's gonna be just her finisher. Just that was so fucking cool. I never even thought about that.
I thought she was pushing water into his mouth, like waterboarding him.
No. She has control of liquid, so she was literally sucking blood out of his face. That's why he got mad and threw it to the floor.
That was cool.
It's
so cool either way.
Yeah, go rewatch it. It's such a badass scene.
dude.
And the
Even when they kill him, like, see, because they always made it seem like they fuck him up and defeat him, and he goes back to Apocalypse, and Darkseid kills him. Like, that was supposed to be the whole thing. Was
right,
like,
right.
Darkseid was barely in it.
Mm-hmm.
But they send him back through, and fucking Wonder Woman cuts his head off.
Right.
So badass.
Oh, whenever Superman like cuts one of his horns off and then sends him through, cuts his head off. And
watching him in that fucking black suit with the laser eyes, just standing over, stepping, whoo, just giving it the fucking dingers, man. Just bum, 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 just fucking doming his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Cyborg in there just trying to Superman pull him apart, dude.
Yeah,
it was just so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it was really good.
That if anything else, like, they did so much better job with the villain. Like, I gave a shit about the villain.
Exactly,
time around.
Flushed him out.
He was barely noticeable in the other one.
Right.
And the line, they put my favorite line from the Troll trailer that they didn't have any reference to in the Whedon version.
Mm-hmm.
This world will fall. No lanterns. No Kryptonian. This world will fall just like the rest. Dude, I fucking love that line. Like, for Darkseid. And like when he's pleading with him, like, can I come home? Like, I learned from my mistakes. Like,
right, it gave him depth. Like, the only thing I would have like changed is like to know what he did to get on Darkseid's bad side, but you know,
it just says like he tried to fuck him over.
Yeah.
Like at some point.
Yeah, but he's trying to like regain his trust or whatever, his honor, whatever. So that's such a good like depth. I don't know, it just worked. I liked it.
And like you said, such a good world building thing, because now you find the anti-life, and Darkseid takes over Earth and uses it on Superman, the most powerful being in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, dude, the second one, and then they said even a third one would have been done. Like, I felt like I needed a cigarette afterwards. Like, it just, like, I just fucking came. Like, it was so great, dude. Like I said, for the people like me that when they heard this shit was actually going to happen, because this is like one of those things that it was just like, one day maybe we'll see the Snyder Cut, you know, or I'll tell my kids about the legend of the Snyder Cut.
It's definitely a once in a lifetime thing, unless we get the Ayer cut too.
But that's what I'm saying. If that's really, if nothing else, even if they never make another one, if they at least let people go back and do the Ayer cut, or let them do the. Dude, they say there's an NC-17 version of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Did you see that too?
Dude, what the fuck? That's a beloved children's movie that I liked as a kid, like, which is weird because, like, when I look back on it, that's a lot of adult matter in a child's movie, you know? But an NC-17 version? What, dude? I was like, that would be fucking crazy.
Right. I wonder what...
Kind of want to see it.
Yeah, right. I want to see everything Jim Carrey did. I mean, Jim Carrey, but Robin Williams. Yeah. I want to see everything Robin Williams did. Like, anything that was cut from a movie, just splice it all together and let's put it on a big reel.
Dude, like, he was really a national treasure, man.
Yeah.
He really was. I watched a Watch Mojo video on him the other day. It was like top 10 times that Robin Williams carried a movie or saved a movie or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. It was like, even his worst movies, it was like, Robin Williams is the only reason people went and saw it at all.
Jumanji. Without him, it's kind of a shit movie.
Dude, I love Jumanji.
I do too, but without Robin Williams, it's kind of a shit movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. Aladdin. They said that he did enough work in that booth for the animators that they could have done an entire Genie movie.
Mm-hmm. I heard the same thing.
Because he could do all those impressions, and they would like have to animate the genie looking like him, like Rodney Dangerfield and Jack Nicholson and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I love Rob Williams. I would love to talk about Rob Williams, but this is the Snyder Cut episode, so I can't give any love to Rob Williams.
Another one, William Dafoe made an appearance.
Oh yeah. His Volko really was like forgettable. Like, even in Aquaman, I didn't think he was great.
Right, yeah.
And I like Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I love him. I just thought it was cool they added him in and gave him the whole trident, his mom thing, because he used it later in the movie and it gave like weight to it.
Yeah.
Like when he used the trident for the first time to protect them from all the water.
Well, in the Whedon version, Mira gives it to him.
Yeah.
She's like, "This was your mother's."
Mm-hmm.
She is sexy though. Turns out she's a terrible person though.
Really?
Supposedly she beat Johnny Depp, dude.
I thought it was the other way around. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate.
He took her back to court and won.
Damn.
Anyways. What else did I love? Fucking Flash Force. Watching the Flash reverse time.
Yeah.
Was so fucking cool.
That was pretty cool.
They did all that when he, because like we never, sorry, it's the Speed Force, not the Flash Force. It's the Speed Force.
I get it.
First time we ever saw that. Oh, that was cool shit. Where he saves the car, or where he saves the little girl in the car, that was cool too. We didn't get that. He does that shit barefooted. Yeah,
because they do that at the beginning to set up his character, to show like he's struggling and he's an awkward guy because he really likes this girl and he like saves her, and he could stick around and be like, "Hey, I saved your life. You want to go on a date?" But he like runs away, literally.
A little bit more of Billy Crudup as his dad.
Yeah.
As Barry Allen's dad, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely excited for the Flash movie.
Definitely. The one thing that I did like is in the Joss Whedon version, he has like Flash has like way too many jokes and he comes off as like silly.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's toned down way by a lot. So I actually really liked him a lot more in this movie, which I liked him before. I just thought it was too silly.
Yeah.
But it's a good balance.
Yeah, this one was so much better.
Mm-hmm.
All the characters, like you said, were so much better fleshed out, and the whole movie just flowed better.
Yeah. Just felt better. It just felt so like it made sense as I watched it. Like I didn't have to question anything or wonder why things happened. It just kind of like it was good about telling a story. So many Easter eggs, so many little things. The labs, the other scientist that was with Cyborg, that was with Silas, the Asian guy. Yeah, that's the Atom. Atom, yeah, I forgot about that. That is the Atom. Well, because he wasn't in the 2017, they added him back in. I think he was like a brief, like you saw him in the background or something. Right. But he didn't have any lines very much or anything. Mm-hmm. It was like everything Zack Snyder said. There's so many, dude. Just the work with the Amazons, like that was cool. Like so many people got cut from that other one. Yeah. And I just loved that flashback to when Darkseid tried to take over Earth. Yeah, that was a really good scene. That was such a great scene, and like you blink, you miss it in the other one, and you see the Green Lantern, and right, you don't even know anything about this Green Lantern character, but like when he kills him, you're like you're sad. You're like fuck. Yeah, because like he's defending Earth, and like he's supposed to be the Green Lantern for that sector. Like that's so badass. Like it just gets you pumped up because like DC has so many great heroes, and like I feel like they waste them. Like they're just afraid to tell the stories that people want to see. Yeah, because I didn't know about the Green Lantern. I did not grow up watching comics, and they didn't really make a cartoon about the Green Lantern growing up. If they did, I didn't see it. Right. And then I heard about Ryan Reynolds doing Green Lantern. I'm like, what the fuck is a Green Lantern? And there is a huge like cult following for the Green Lantern, comics. Yeah, I love them. I got some of them. Yeah, I got a friend that's got like Green Lantern tattoos. Oh, that's badass. Yeah, I've always wanted to get a ring, get one of the Green Lantern rings. Nice. Kind of from the Ryan Reynolds movie, because I'm sure they're collectible by now. I'm sure. Because that movie bombed, but like they were gonna get Ryan Reynolds for it, but Zack Snyder said he wanted to use Jon Stewart. I see. And I guess Warner Brothers was like, there's no fucking way you're letting Ryan Reynolds in this movie. You know how expensive that is? You know how many digs that motherfucker took at us in Deadpool? Like, we're not letting him back on a Warner Brothers lot. That can't be true, though, because he did Detective Pikachu. That's exactly. Right. You could use his voice, but you can't fucking see him. Like, yeah, he pops up at the end, too. Right. Fuck. I guess they've forgiven him. I guess. Well, Detective Pikachu made fucking money. It did. It was a really good movie. Did you like it? I liked it. I saw it with my son, and I'm pretty sure I fell asleep during it. How do you? Where are you on the Pokemon spectrum?
Well, let me tell you something, dude. There's been some interesting developments in Part of the Collector lately. I told you I started a TikTok, right?
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, right?
Right. It was supposed to be anonymous. Well, I said, that's stupid because I need all the fucking shine I can get.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Part of the Collector TikTok now.
It's a good move.
Well, I got to tell you, I liked probably 2 or 3 videos of people opening Pokemon cards.
Mm-hmm.
And I was out of the flea market last week, right? And I don't know if you watched my new Part of the Collector video. It's on YouTube right now. Y'all should go check that out. I'm looking over for a camera that's not there anymore.
Should I bring the camera back?
Oh, no. I mean, you know, I wore my Batman shirt today.
Yeah.
Even though I knew people wouldn't see it. I knew.
It's
you would
in
see
spirit,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. But my wife is like over Pokemon cards. Like I used to buy them for my son all the time and like never showed him on anything because like I haven't kept up with the cards since I was like 10, 11 years old.
Well, that's what I was going to say. As a kid, did you collect the Pokemon cards and everything?
I did, but I didn't ever play the game. I just like tried to get the ones that were rare and
yeah, the holographics.
The holographics, exactly. Well, apparently that shit has gone to a whole nother level since then.
Mm-hmm.
And I found these packs. Like everybody's been selling out Pokemon cards. You can't find Pokemon cards anywhere, dude. Walmart, Target, fucking sold the fuck out because people buy these packs and then they sell them for twice as much on fucking eBay and shit like that. Like it's called scalping or whatever. It's shitty.
Yeah,
because this is supposed to be for children.
Right.
You know
That's what they're
I mean?
doing with the PS5s. That's why we can't buy one, and it's pissing me off.
Because they're grown ass men, dude. Like, stop it. Like,
stop it.
I say this now, but you're gonna be like, you fucking hypocrite. Watch this. So I found these Pokemon cards, man, that were like newer ones.
Yeah.
Like the packs were newer at the flea market for $1.50 a piece. I was like, you know what? What a fucking deal. People can't find Pokemon cards anywhere. Right. And I'm finding them for $1.50 a pack. And
sounds logical.
They're not even the $3, the 3-card packs that I get at the Dollar Tree and shit for my son. You pay $1, you get 3 cards. Not a bad deal. I'm like, 10 cards for $1.50? That's a fucking steal. So I'm like, give me 2 packs, sir. We get home, and I've put some of my shit from my shelves on my TikTok.
Okay.
Got 200 views, 300 views, nothing big, you know. And then I said, my son says, Dad, why don't you let me open my Pokemon cards on your TikTok? And I'm like, all right, fuck it, why not? These motherfuckers took off, man. But here's the thing. I didn't know this, bro. And let me tell you something. These fucking kids out here now, savages. Cards are fake. Cards are fake. How did you not know cards are fake, you fucking idiot?
Like, oh my God.
Go to the kid's profile because I'm like, if this is a grown man, like I'm looking up where you live type shit. Like,
right.
It's a 10-year-old kid. Like I can't say fuck your mother to his face on this thing, but I blocked the little bastard. I'm like, I blocked the little bastard. Like, how fucking dare you? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to enjoy and find a hobby with my son.
And you're talking shit.
You're fucking making me feel like an asshole. Like, I'm reporting. One kid said he was reporting me for putting fake cards on TikTok. These motherfuckers aren't playing out here.
That is fucking hilarious. Like you said, I could see a grown man doing that, but these 10-year-old kids are just like not fucking around.
It gets worse, bro.
Oh, does it?
So these videos got like 4,000 views.
Holy shit, really?
4,500 views, bro. A lot of negative comments.
Why? Just about the fake cards? Why are they calling them fake?
Because they are, I guess. Like, and they can just tell that from looking at them, dude.
So the cards you bought at the thing for like $1.50 because you can't find them anywhere, you're just like, oh, here they are.
Right, because my son was like, Dad, I want them. I was like, well, fuck it. That price here, get 2 bags, you know?
Okay.
Went back to bite me in the ass. So let me tell you something. I called my stepmom because she's got a bunch of old shit. You know what I mean? And I said, hey, you got any old Pokemon cards? She's like, yes, I got a bunch in a pack. In the pack. I'm like, really? Oh, I got these motherfuckers now. They want to make fun of my cards because they're fake. I'm going to open up the OG shit from 95.
Oh my God.
The starter kit.
Dude, don't tell me you opened those.
I did.
Oh my God. You could have like sold those on eBay.
$400, bro.
Yeah.
I can't tell this woman that I lost her $400, bro. People are eating me alive in these comments because they have her opening them and she knows that they're worth some money. So she has these fucking white like gloves that you hold crystal with.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mess the cards up. People are eating me alive. It's the gloves for me. They're just fucking eating me alive. Listen to me.
I love that you're getting bullied by 10-year-olds online. I love this.
Listen to me. 10.5 thousand views, bro. My my followers on TikTok tripled.
Holy shit.
I'm almost at 160 followers, bro.
Oh my God.
Like, what the shit? They're probably all like, bro, look at this fucking idiot. What's he gonna do next? Set a Charizard on fire?
And you're like, I don't care. Keep watching it.
And I'm tired of it, bro, because like my son, he's like keeps wanting to make more, and I'm like, son, I don't know if I can do this, like emotionally, because of course I don't read this shit to him, you know what I mean? Because he's having fun, you know. He thinks he's a fucking TikTok superstar now.
Don't read the comments, like stay out of there. If you saw half of the comments we got for our YouTube channels, you wouldn't want to do this anymore.
Are you serious, bro? People shit on us like that?
Sometimes, yeah.
I'll fuck them up, bro. I don't play that shit.
I just delete them because they're being like I told you, there was one video because it showed like both of ours when we actually did the video. And he's like, what's your take on on obesity? Died laughing.
Touche, motherfucker.
Yeah,
but
right.
Still fuck your bitch.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, dude. So like, that's my experience with TikTok so far, dude. Like, it's brutal.
Getting bullied by 10-year-olds.
It's brutal, bro.
I love that. But I mean, it's getting you. Hey, you found your niche. Like,
you know what? And I have my YouTube linked to the TikTok. So
right.
if you click on my TikTok, it'll take you to my YouTube. I've got 1 subscriber.
Just not translating.
Not translating yet. But
hey,
like,
whatever.
We're blowing up on TikTok, baby.
Hey, if that's your, you could say like, hey, go check me out. If you want to see more videos, check me out on YouTube or something like that, because you're getting the views. Did I ever tell you about my Pokemon thing?
No.
My Pokemon card collection? So I was a huge Pokemon collector when I was a kid. Me and my brother like joined forces, and we had all the Pokemon cards from, the first generation. I had 3 Charizards, all 3 holographic, Japanese holographic, American holographic, and then like a special edition, like legit cards. So we've held on to them just for like sentimental value because it was from our childhood or whatever. We just held on to them, kept them. When you move, you just kind of have that shit in a box that you kind of take with you everywhere you go. Yeah. So moving to my parents and stayed there for a few years, and I finally move out. But it's like, I don't want to take this box with me. I'm like, I'm just going to leave it here at my parents or whatever. So I start to find out a few years ago that these cards are selling for thousands of dollars. And I'm just like, I have a whole folder of these cards that I can make bank off of. Go to my parents' house. Hey, where's that Pokemon card collection? They're like, I don't know. You got to look through the closet or whatever. I tear through my parents' house. I cannot find this card collection. Me and my brother both turned our everything's upside down. I think someone stole it without us knowing, but we cannot find these Pokemon cards at all. So it's thousands and thousands of dollars just disappeared. And it makes me so fucking angry.
I gave mine to my sister.
Yeah.
And she's got some of them, not all of them. She's got some of them.
Right.
She won't give them back either. You gave them to me, motherfucker. They're mine.
Just let me borrow them for my TikTok videos.
Like, you're a mother now. She's like, I know. Yeah. They're mine. And I bought her ass 2 Harry Potter books today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like the big ones.
Tell her she can't have them unless you give them Pokemon cards back.
Fucking hold them ransom.
You can have these, but there are stipulations.
But the Snyder Cut was fantastic. I just had to tell you about that wild shit with TikTok. It's fucking been funny.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious, and I think you should keep it going. Like, even if they are fake cards, like, I don't know. There's
Dude,
like,
I almost bought another pack of them today.
Right, you should just
to
like
piss them off.
Keep it running.
Hey, y'all angry at all today? Check these out. These are so cool, so so legit.
Did you figure out what made them fake? Like why they're fake?
Yeah, some of the people actually weren't complete cock stains and were like, you can tell they're fake by how they feel, or you can notice that the picture, or you won't get 2 of these in a pack. Like it's not possible to get 2 of these in a pack.
I see.
All valid things, but like when I felt them, because I'm like unless Pokemon cards, I just figured like it's been 20 years since I've held a Pokemon card. So
Right.
maybe they make them differently now. Maybe they try to recycle the materials or some shit. I don't know.
So they do feel different.
Yeah, they feel like they're not made on the same kind of paper that the other ones are.
I see.
Yeah, they just kind of look faded, like they've been copied on that kind of paper and cut differently. I don't know.
Makes sense.
But yeah, they ate me alive. It was funny.
That was one of the funniest things you've ever told me. That's hilarious. Getting bullied on the internet by 10
Think
year olds.
about putting it into my 10 minutes for stand-up.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's definitely a stand-up.
But yeah, I got it. But today I went out and I bought some legit Pokemon cards.
Mm-hmm. How do you know?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out.
I wonder how you tell.
Well,
from the outside.
Well, one, I know for a fact they're real because they're in the fucking case still from the store.
Yeah.
I went to a dollar store today and I was like, I used to find Pokemon cards in here every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, this is probably a stupid question. I was like, yeah, I got Pokemon cards. She's like, actually, we do. We keep them back here with the cigarettes and shit because people steal them now. I said, wow.
Yeah.
So she handed me a plastic bag and I unzipped them and pulled them out. And then there had two different kinds of packs. So I asked my son, I was like, which one do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Picked one. $5 later, I walked out of there with one pack, an extra card, and a fucking coin.
Yeah, it's funny how that hasn't died. Like, that was from my childhood. Like, I grew up on Pokemon cards, and they're still fucking huge.
Dude, and
it's a serious phenomenon.
They got these little books that it's the same thing as the big sheets, but it's just a book of single ones.
Right.
And I bought him one that was like probably half full today for $3. Guy wanted 10. And then he's like, give me 5. And I'm like, dude, none of these cards look like they're great. Like, I'm not going to give you 5. I was like, I'll give you $3. That's what he's got.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, you know what? Take it for 3. He's like, and if you sell them and make money, I hope you make a lot. And I'm like, well, I don't think any of them are worth the shit. So
you're good at the haggling, though. I think it's because you just don't give a shit. Like,
it's not even that, man. But it's just like today, I wanted to buy a Batman '89 for NES.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the original Batman game with Keaton on the cover, dude. I was like, fuck, I want this. This fucking asshole says $10. He goes, it's going for $30 on eBay. I said, am I on fucking eBay right now, dude?
You're not wrong.
I said, I'm standing in front of you. Like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So I went and bought some Batman action figures.
Nice. I like that you're getting back on the Hall train.
Oh, dude, I got some more cool shit. I'm thinking about doing another all comics because I had a gift card left over and I went and bought a shitload of comics at the actual comic store.
Mm-hmm.
So been wanting to show them off.
Nice. Have you ever thought about selling stuff out there?
I actually have a couple times. Nothing that of mine, but
yeah, because you see a bunch of people out there like, oh, you're selling the shit you bought from me. That's true. I didn't even think about that.
No, not even that. Some of the shit I bought, like I know people would buy.
Yeah,
but I'm the collector, not the seller.
That's true. I want to sell some stuff.
You should, dude. Go on Saturday. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's not as big a crowd, but Sundays is 15 and Saturday is only 5.
The thing is, I don't know if anybody's going to buy the shit that I sell, so.
What do you got?
I just got some like extra audio because I've been building up the podcast and everything. So I got some stuff that I've upgraded since then that I wouldn't mind like selling.
Here's what I'll tell you. If you are willing to let it go for for next to nothing, you can get rid of everything. You live with an empty vehicle.
Well, that's what I don't want. I don't want to just let it go for nothing. I want to use that money to like get more stuff for the home gym.
Then yeah, sell shit online.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh,
offer up
because like that thing right there, it's like $200 new. I'll probably take 150. I know some dudes like give you $20.
Yep, I'm that guy.
Oh, so
I'm that fucking guy.
So Snyder Cut. What do you rate it?
What do I rate it? A fucking 10. A fucking 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
I fucking loved it, dude.
Yeah, I rated it highly recommended. Like it's a really good movie. It's really well done. It's a piece of history now.
It really is, man. And like I said, if you don't take anything else from it, this shit is a win for the fans, man.
100%. And the directors and the artists too, the writers, directors, like maybe this will be the thing that lets studios step back get their hands out of the pot and let their creators create. And that's what I've been begging for so long.
Yeah, like that's what, and you know, that's the thing that kills me too. Is like, you think if they would have said, "Hey, Spielberg, you know, we got a better take on Jaws."
Yeah, exactly.
You know, hey, George Lucas, hey, we got a better way to do Star Wars. Like,
yeah,
you gotta let people do their thing, man. Because that's where that real money is, man.
Right.
You gotta let people create their shit.
Well, I mean, exactly. I know there are risks that involve, and I'm not the one putting up millions of dollars to get
True
this
story.
made, so I understand your fear. But at the same time, if you're hiring somebody to do a job, let them do their job.
And they can say what they want, man, but like Zack Snyder did not make a losing movie for that company.
I was gonna say,
If
like,
I guess you could count.
I mean,
Justice
Sucker
League.
Punch is not a great.
It didn't make a lot of money.
No, it's a very cult film.
Who put that out? Was that Warner Brothers?
I think it was Warner Brothers.
Well, they also put out 300.
Well, Superman. Okay, so Man of Steel.
It made what, 700 million?
Yeah, but it was
800 million.
It wasn't a great movie. Like, it's not talked about as like a great Superman movie.
But I'm just saying it didn't lose money.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
And Batman vs Superman.
It didn't lose money because it has Superman on the cover. Like, there are certain things that you can put on the cover that you're not gonna, like, you can put Batman on the cover and you're not going to lose money.
You say that, but Superman Returns with Brandon Roush did not make good money. And that was Superman.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's a shitty Superman movie.
Yeah.
People come at me about Man of Steel, I punch them in the throat and talk about Superman Returns. Or the last two with Christopher Reeves. I love Richard Pryor to death, but Superman 3 is the worst fucking... Well, no, take that back. Superman 4 is the worst fucking Superman movie I've ever seen.
Right. I just don't like Superman.
I can see it because it's just like he's got everything. He's
Well,
literally the unbeatable character, the godlike character.
I was thinking about it. It's like his weakness isn't something... It's not a physical ability. It's that he cares about humanity too much. That's his weakness.
Well, I mean, think about it though, the guilt that power carries, because you could save as many people as you can, man, but you can't save everybody.
I know, but that's what you can use against him is his like.
And then you have to look at people and say like, I'm sorry, I tried my best, and like they don't care, they still lost who they loved.
Right, and that's why the Man of Steel didn't really work for me, is because him and Zod are just fighting each other all over Manhattan, and like buildings are crumbling, people are dying while you fight this one guy.
And that's what I thought that he always did a great job of showing in Batman vs Superman, was like he showed it from the ground.
Yeah.
From Bruce Wayne and how we saw it. Like buildings coming down, him having to save people, little kids not knowing where their parents are, you know? Like I thought he did a great job of showing both sides of it, man, because like that's one thing other than Civil War, they don't really talk about in Marvel movies. Like the collateral damage of them.
Right. And that's just the problem I had with it, is I don't feel like Superman would have that much collateral damage.
I don't think he wanted it like that, but like Zod wouldn't take the fight out of the city. Like he tries to take the fight out of the city, and Zod keeps trying to kill people. And that's why he has to snap his fucking neck.
Yeah, the Zod kill makes sense to me. Like, people talk shit about it, but I understand why he had to kill Zod. Like, he had no choice.
And that's the only thing that sucks, because I thought that fucking I don't know why I can't think of this man's name right now. Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon, me and Mick talked about it one time. Michael Shannon did a great fucking Zod. Like, I would have loved to have seen a Zod movie.
Speaking of, I started watching Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, it's so fucking good, dude.
I watched the first episode, and I don't know why, but I guess Sopranos has kind of like primed me. But I was on board. I watched that full hour just like clenched. Like, I loved it, and I'm ready to finish Sopranos so I can start Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire is a lot slower.
It's a lot slower, but I don't know. I was feeling it. I liked it.
To me, the show didn't really start kicking off till like season 3.
Right.
But it's still a good show.
I'm enjoying it. Like,
it's
so
cool.
far. But I really want to finish Sopranos. I'm about to start season 6.
Ooh. I don't like part 1, but part 2 is the best.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. But yeah, I can't recommend it enough.
Justice League.
Yep.
Snyder Cut.
And then
yeah, please give this movie as much money as possible so we can see stuff like this in the future.
And that is probably my biggest thing that I hate, is like I know that most likely we won't get to see anymore.
Yeah, that's the only bad side.
It's
Bad
like
side is we're not going to be able to see
every great ride, you got to get off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's the thing. And we waited so long, and like I'm just glad that like it didn't let down.
Mm-hmm.
It
Definitely.
was everything it needed to be and everything I wanted.
That's one thing that I was happy for is it wasn't just like it was the same movie, just longer.
Right.
It was actually an improvement. It's actually a good, I feel it's a really good movie. It's a really solid movie. And
there was so much great scenes, so much great shit that I saw that it would have been a crime not to have get to see that.
100%. Yeah.
Glory.
There's so many things that they cut that I was like, how did you feel as a human being cutting this from the movie and then giving it to somebody? It's like giving somebody like a hamburger without the meat. It's like, here you go. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm not
That's
like
actually
I
a really
said,
good analogy. I like that a lot.
It's like taking 2 bites out of it and saying I still make it great.
Yeah, right.
But I guess I don't know how big of a piece of shit Joss Whedon really is, but like I would imagine that would be damn near impossible for anybody.
No,
if they
and
give you all that and they say, "Hey, by the way, cut 2 hours out and still give me a fucking popcorn movie."
Yeah, it was an impossible task. So, you know, good on him for trying, but he still fumbled the ball regardless.
Oh, for sure.
But one thing that it does open doors to is like, what if because The Irishman came out and it's a fucking long ass movie. This came out, it's a long ass movie. We got Batman versus Superman, the cut, it's a long ass movie. What if this is like a new thing to have? Because the reason they did 2 hours is so the theaters can have more showing so they could get more butts and seats. But now everyone's watching things at home, so it doesn't really matter how long it is.
Even Endgame was 3.5.
Exactly. What if this is like a new trend to like show movies in a more extended? I love this because I love miniseries.
Yeah, that was another thing that I loved. Even if you were one of those people that were like, I'm not sitting through 4 hours.
Yeah.
He broke it down into parts. So like if you said, all right, cool, I got to go to bed, I got to go do this, you could come right back.
Right. It's
you know
chapters. Right. Like the one recently that I watched was Queen's Gambit. It's like a little mini series. I think it's like 6 or 7 episodes, but I loved it. Right. And I want to see more stuff like this. I want to see more stories fleshed out, characters fleshed out. Like there's a time and a place for a 2-hour movie, but every story does not need to be crammed into 2 hours.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I'm one of those people that I was excited from day one that I was like a main advocate. I signed petitions and shit. Like I don't even know if they were for the actual Snyder Cut, but like,
you were just signing everything.
Anything that I could. You know, like if it helped.
Definitely.
But I was happy for it, and I still am. I can't wait to go watch it again.
Right. It's just a moment in history, and I'm glad we're here for it, and I'm glad it happened, and I'm excited for the future.
And I'm sure there's still tons of great shit that we didn't even get to. But like I said, like that 4 hours ran by for me.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to dive deep in for another one.
A lot of people said that. Like it didn't even feel like 4 hours.
It really didn't.
But Air Cut, baby.
Erica, yeah. Then we got that. And the new Suicide Squad. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think James Gunn makes a bad movie either.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Because the Guardians, they're like 2 of my favorite MCU movies.
Definitely. I loved them. Both of them.
Soundtracks alone,
right?
They're both badass.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so what's next week?
So since the computer crashed on Two for the Money, we had a great conversation, but I'm sure we can like revisit it.
Yeah, I was just like, we'll never be able to do that again.
Yeah, we had a lot of conversations, especially your little rant about the Mugs and Movies.
Oh yeah.
About how you worked there for like 15 years.
I did work there.
We're not gonna get that back, but
because you did ask me, and I thought that was funny. Because I'm sure other people have wondered that too.
Yeah, because you're always like, I watched it at Bugs and Movies, and I was just like, you've said that from 1995 to like 2005, so.
I will get back into it now because like you.
Right, it's another conversation. But so I figured we'll just start back fresh, do Two for the Money, and then go on. And then after that, we're doing Psycho Gourmet. God damn it, I want to watch this movie again so bad.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Are we doing like a 2 for 1, or we're gonna do a full episode on Two for the Money?
We'll do a full episode on Two for the Money.
All right, so you gonna watch it again?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again because it's streaming somewhere, so it wasn't a bad. I didn't hate the movie.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah, the Amazon. It wasn't what it was. So on our I was thinking the other day, like I always know we go back and forth with movies, And I think I finally like understand our like niche of like reviewing movies. Is like we've always told you about the blockbuster guy. And I just feel like I'm the cult movie guy. Like those movies that have those like cult followings, those are movies that I absolutely love and I fall in love with.
I like some cult followings.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, but mostly you just like, you like blockbusters that people just like forget, I guess. Not all the time. Like some of them are pretty popular and well known and loved, but a lot of them are just ones that I like haven't even heard of or even thought about. And I love that.
Hey man, I'm always gonna show you something good.
Right.
You may not think it's good at the time, but it's like fine wine, baby. You
I don't know.
gotta age.
Right. I think I found the, like in my head, I think the niche for this podcast, like blockbusters versus cult films.
Versus D&Ds.
Yeah. So I'm really going to like stick to that like cult film niche.
Maybe one day, dude, when we get enough money from this shit, like I'd like to make a movie.
If we start getting money, I would love for this thing to pay for itself and not come out of my goddamn pocket. But you know.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I would like that too.
Right.
For you.
Thanks. So next time on War with Cinema, we're going to talk about Two for the Money.
Two for the money.
See you then.
Later.